What if the fastest way to look brighter was not a cream or a filter, but a smart haircut that feels like you? What if a few inches in the right place could lift your cheekbones and soften your jaw? Stay with me, because today I will walk you through 5 haircuts that help women over 50 look refreshed without trying too hard. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, my hair no longer matches the woman I feel inside? You are not alone. Hair changes with time, but so does wisdom, and style is meant to evolve with you. The goal here is simple: to align your haircut with the energy you carry now. We will cover who each cut flatters, what to ask your stylist, and even the tiny daily habits that make a big difference. By the end, you will see not just how hair can change a profile, but how it can change how you feel when you walk into a room. Ready to find the style that lights you up? Let's begin. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your hair was telling a story that no longer fits who you are today? Maybe it looks a little flat, maybe it lost some of its swing, or maybe it just feels heavy and tired, almost like it is pulling your face down instead of lifting you up. That is why we begin with the very first style on this journey, the soft layered bob. This cut is often called forever flattering for a reason. It is one of those rare styles that adapts to you rather than demanding that you adapt to it. But why does it work so well, especially for women over 50? Let us pull this apart. First, subtle layers create air and motion. The eye naturally reads movement as energy, and energy as youth. Think about it. When you see hair that swings and catches the light, it instantly feels more alive. Without layers, a blunt bob can weigh your features down, almost like a curtain. Add just a touch of layering though, and suddenly, the same cut looks soft, bouncy, and vibrant. Have you noticed how a gentle breeze through your hair can sometimes make you feel 10 years younger? That is the effect layers recreate every single day, no wind required. Second, the soft bob acts almost like a quiet facelift. Strategic pieces around the cheekbones and jawline naturally draw the eye upward. It is not dramatic surgery. It is not smoke and mirrors. It is just clever design. If you have ever thought your jawline felt less defined than it used to be, picture those soft layers sitting right at the chin and gently curving in. The face looks lifted, the cheekbones stand out, and the whole profile feels more polished. Subtle, but powerful. Now, who does this cut actually suit? The truth is, almost everyone. That is why stylists often call it the universal option. If you have a round face, let the front sit just a little longer. That way, the line elongates instead of widening. If your face is more square or angular, soft feathery ends work wonders by balancing sharp edges. Oval faces? You can go a bit shorter, even skimming the chin, because the shape already carries balance. Have you ever wondered if there was one cut that could adapt to nearly every face shape? This is the one. And here is a tip you will want to take straight to your stylist. Ask for chin to just below chin length, with soft internal layering. Skip the heavy blunt ends, because those can make hair look boxy or dated. Keep it light, keep it movable. When your stylist understands that balance, the cut almost styles itself. Speaking of styling, here is where women often smile with relief. This bob does not demand hours in front of the mirror. A quick blow-dry with a round brush, a dab of mousse at the roots, and a blast of cool air for 2 seconds to set. That is it. The whole thing takes less time than making a cup of tea. Have you ever thought a youthful look always required more work? The soft layered bob proves the opposite. Less work, more payoff. Another secret lies in how light plays with this style. Movement reflects light, and light near the eyes makes the face look awake. It is almost like built-in brightness, a way to open up the face without makeup. Add soft highlights, and you have a natural glow that looks effortless. Have you noticed How even small streaks of brightness can make the skin look more radiant? That is no accident. Of course, every haircut also speaks a message about the woman who wears it. The soft layered bob whispers, "I am approachable, I am current, and I am quietly confident." It does not shout. It does not try too hard. It simply lets your features shine. And at this stage of life, isn't that the kind of beauty that feels most authentic? Style number 2 is the Pixie with side bangs, a reminder that sometimes the smallest cuts deliver the biggest waves of confidence. Why does this little style carry such power? Because it lifts the crown, and that simple lift suddenly reveals the beauty of your bone structure. It is almost like the haircut is saying, "Let us show off those cheekbones again." The side-swept fringe adds softness and keeps everything feminine, while the removal of extra bulk makes fine hair look fuller. Have you ever wondered why some shortcuts feel harsh while others look graceful? The difference is in the fringe. It balances out the boldness, like adding cream to strong coffee. Who does this haircut love the most? Women with oval, heart, or longer faces tend to glow with it, but truthfully, it can work on many shapes when cut with care. And if you are wearing your natural grey, this style transforms it from, "Oh, she stopped coloring," into, "Oh, she is making a fashion statement." Grey hair paired with this textured pixie can look more chic than a salon dye job. Surprised? Many women are, until they try it. When you sit in the stylist chair, be specific. Ask for crown layering that creates lift, a longer side-swept fringe to soften the face, and edges around the ears that are feathered instead of chopped blunt. Those small touches decide whether you walk out feeling elegant or feeling like someone trimmed your hair in a rush. Have you ever had a haircut where one little detail threw the whole thing off? That is why instructions matter. Styling is another reason women adore this cut. Imagine opening your drawer full of sprays, mousses, and gadgets, then realizing you no longer need most of them. A pea-sized dab of texturizing cream is often enough. Pinch and lift at the crown, sweep the fringe on a diagonal, and you are good to go. Could getting ready really be that simple? With this pixie, yes. The haircut does the heavy lifting while you enjoy the freedom. Now, let us talk about bravery. Do you need to feel brave before cutting your hair this short, or does the haircut itself hand you that bravery? Many women find the cut comes first, and the confidence follows. It is almost funny how it works. One day you are hesitating, the next day you are walking taller, because your hair told the world you are ready. Think of it like buying shoes that are a little bolder than usual. The first time feels daring, the second time feels normal, and soon you cannot imagine wearing anything else. The pixie with side bangs is not just a cut. It is a reset button, a confidence builder, and sometimes even a secret weapon. It tells people you are not hiding, you are not apologizing, and you are not afraid of being seen. And the best part? It tells you the same thing every time you pass the mirror. Style number 3 is the shoulder-length shag, a cut that proves movement can be your best accessory. Why do so many women over 50 fall in love with this style? Because it does something magical that heavy one-length cuts rarely achieve. It brings bounce back to hair that wants to lie flat, and it does it without demanding hours of effort. Strategic layers, scattered through the length, create natural lift and body, almost like the hair is sighing with relief. Have you ever noticed how a little movement makes the whole face look livelier, as if you suddenly turn the lights up? That is the shag at work. One of its greatest gifts is how it frames the face. Gentle pieces around the cheekbones pull the eye upward, softening lines and lifting the features in a subtle but powerful way. Think of it as nature's facelift, delivered strand by strand. Instead of dragging the face downward, those feathered layers guide attention to the eyes, the smile, the spark that makes you uniquely you. And here is the fun part. When hair is too perfect, too stiff, it can look dated. But when the layers are a little imperfect, a touch tousled, suddenly you look current, fresh, and effortless. Have you ever looked at a younger woman's hair and thought it looked casual yet stylish? That casual is carefully built into the shag. So who does this cut flatter the most? Women with fine to medium textures find it a godsend because the layers create volume that was missing. If your hair has a slight wave or a soft curl, the shag celebrates it instead of fighting it. And for anyone who wears glasses, this cut is wonderfully friendly. The layers frame the face without crowding the frames, giving balance instead of clutter. Have you ever struggled with a hairstyle that competed with your glasses? The shag sidesteps that problem gracefully. When you talk to your stylist, clarity is key. Ask for soft blended layers, not choppy ones, because you want flow, not chaos. If bangs appeal to you, curtain bangs or wispy ends add a playful edge without stealing the spotlight. Just be careful if your hair is very fine. Too many short layers can make it stringy. The secret lies in balance, not in piling on texture for the sake of it. Styling the shag is refreshingly low maintenance. A sea salt spray or light texturizing mist, a quick scrunch while drying, and you are done. Leave a few ends imperfect on purpose, and suddenly the whole style looks intentional, not sloppy. Have you ever noticed how chasing perfection can backfire, making hair look stiff or unnatural? The shag thrives on imperfection. That is its trick for staying modern. And here is the philosophy behind it. The shoulder-length shag reminds us that sometimes freedom looks better than control. After 50, do we really want to spend every morning wrestling our hair into submission? Or would it feel better to let it move, breathe, and carry our energy with ease? This cut is proof that elegance does not have to be rigid. It can be soft, lively, and perfectly human. The shag is more than just layers. It is a mindset. It says you are not clinging to rules, you are embracing flow. You are not worried about every strand being in place, you are celebrating the beauty of motion, and maybe that is why it feels so youthful. Because youth is not about the number of candles on the cake, it is about carrying lightness with you, even in your hair. Style number 4 is the chin-length blunt cut with soft layers, and this one is all about balance. At first glance it looks simple, but do not be fooled. The magic is in the precision. A clean edge that falls right at or just below the chin has the power to redefine your whole profile. Why does that matter? Because as we age, the jawline naturally softens. A blunt line gives back structure, almost like a gentle frame around your face. Have you ever wished your jaw looked a little firmer in photos? This cut is the camera's best friend. But here is the twist. If it were just blunt with no layers, it could feel boxy or heavy. That is where the soft interior layers come in. They remove just enough bulk to keep the style from looking stiff while keeping the overall shape polished. It is like tailoring a jacket so it hugs in the right places without pinching. The result is sleek but kind, structured but approachable. Do you see how the right haircut can work like a wardrobe staple, pulling everything else together? So who does this cut suit best? Women with square or heart-shaped faces often find it especially flattering because it balances angles with softness. If you wear glasses, this is a smart choice too. The length frames your face without clashing with your frames, so instead of competing, the two complement each other. Have you ever struggled with a hairstyle that made your glasses feel like an afterthought? This one avoids that problem entirely. When you sit in the stylist's chair, be specific. Ask for a one-length outline that sits at or just below the chin. Tell them you want soft interior debulking, which basically means light layering inside to remove bulk without losing sleekness, and make sure they avoid harsh corners. The beauty of this cut is in the smooth edge that looks clean but never severe. Styling it at home is refreshingly straightforward. Run a small amount of smoothing serum through the mid-lengths, not the roots, to keep shine without flattening volume. Use a round brush while blow-drying to curve the ends slightly inward. That subtle turn gives the illusion of lift at the jawline, almost like the hair is cupping your face gently. Want to add a modern twist? Tuck one side behind the ear and let the other side fall naturally. Suddenly, the whole look feels polished but effortless, like you did not try too hard yet still look put together. Here is a quick self-check. After you style it, touch the hair. Does it feel sleek yet soft? Does it move when you turn your head instead of hanging stiff? If the answer is yes, then you have found the sweet spot. The goal is not glassy perfection. The goal is controlled ease. Think of it as looking refined without losing touchability. And here is the deeper point. The chin-length blunt with soft layers teaches us something about style after 50. Strength and softness do not have to cancel each other out. In fact, they work best together. Have you ever noticed how someone can walk into a room looking both composed and approachable at the same time? That is exactly what this haircut does. It says, you know who you are, you value polish, but you also value warmth. Maybe that is why this style never really goes out of fashion. It is timeless, adaptable, and quietly confident. And the truth is, when you carry yourself with quiet confidence, people notice without you needing to say a word. Style number 5 is long layers with curtain bangs, and this one is for every woman who wants to keep her length but lose the drag. Have you ever noticed how hair that is all one length can sometimes feel heavy, almost like it is pulling your features down instead of lifting them up? That is where long layers step in. By removing just enough weight, they give your hair movement and flow. Suddenly, your hair looks lighter, your face looks brighter, and you feel like you can breathe again. The real magic comes when you add curtain bangs. These are not the blunt, straight-across bangs you may have worn years ago. Curtain bangs split softly in the middle or slightly off-center, and they drape around your face like the perfect frame. Why does that matter? Because they draw attention to your eyes, soften the forehead, and highlight the cheekbones. Have you ever wanted your eyes to be the first thing people notice? This style makes that happen without trying too hard. Who does this cut flatter most? If you have medium to thick hair, it is ideal because it reduces bulk while keeping volume. Straight or wavy textures love this look, since the layers add bounce without demanding hours of styling. Even women with finer hair can enjoy it if the layers are kept longer and subtle, with face-framing pieces that give shape without stealing fullness. Isn't it nice when a style adapts to you instead of the other way around? When you talk to your stylist, ask for long, blended layers that frame from cheekbone to jaw. Request soft curtain bangs that can part in the center or slightly to the side. This keeps the look versatile, so you can style them open and flowy, or sweep them back when you want more polish. Think of it as having two looks built into one haircut. Styling is refreshingly simple. Lift the roots at the crown with a touch of mousse for body. Blow dry the bangs away from your face using a round brush, so they open gently and show off your features. The rest of your hair can air dry for a natural finish, or you can add a few loose waves for softness. Do you see how low maintenance that is compared to styles that demand constant touch-ups? Here is a fun truth. Energy reads younger than length. It is not about how many inches your hair measures, it is about how much movement it carries. Have you ever seen someone with long, heavy hair that looks lifeless? Compare that to someone with long layers that sway when they walk. Which one feels more vibrant? The answer is obvious. Movement always wins. And here is the deeper message. This haircut is not about clinging to the past or proving that long hair is still possible after 50. It is about reshaping long hair so it feels fresh, alive, and expressive. You are not wearing the same hairstyle you had decades ago. You are wearing a modern version that celebrates who you are now. That is why the long layers with curtain bangs feel so empowering. They honor your love of length, while freeing you from the heaviness that no longer serves you. So, if you are craving a style that keeps your femininity, frames your face, and makes your hair feel like it has personality again, this might be the one. It is elegance with ease, length with movement, and softness with strength. Now you have 5 clear paths to a younger, calmer, more confident look. The soft layered bob that whispers grace, the pixie with side bangs that delivers courage, the shoulder-length shag that moves with freedom, the chin-length blunt cut that frames strength with softness, and the long layers with curtain bangs that keep femininity alive without the drag. Here is the truth. Youth is not perfection, it is energy. When your hair carries movement, when it reflects light back into your eyes, when it feels like it belongs to the woman you are today, people notice. And more importantly, you notice. So ask yourself, which of these cuts is calling your name? Which one will help your hair tell the story you want now? Share your answer in the comments. I love hearing your journeys. If this video gave you even one new idea, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you do not miss the styling demos, color guides, and wellness tips waiting here for you. And when you finish, do not stop here. Wander through the channel, revisit the styles that caught your eye, and let your next chapter of beauty and confidence unfold, because your age does not define you. Your presence, your energy, and your light do.